you see that I'm really having to articulate the consonants and open up the vowel sounds? I had a comment recently. Hi Jimmy, just discovered your channel and love it. Well, that's it. That's all I need to do. Thank you very much. Good night. No, seriously, he says here, would you consider, or I'm presuming it's he, might be she, would you consider doing a video about how to open your mouth more when you speak? I know you have a mumbling voice. No, you don't. I know you have a mumbling video, but I tend to either talk out of one side of my mouth or I don't open my jaw and mouth enough to really make my communication clear. People are always saying, huh? Or what? Firstly, consider subscribing and liking to this channel because I try to do weekly videos on everything about communication through the voice, making your voice more powerful and getting over anxiety to speak in public, whether that be for meetings, social situations, professionals in the bar, blah, 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 blah. Joking aside, I see this quite a lot with my clients, and it's generally a case of just not enough space in the jaw here, in the oral cavity. So it might be a somatic physiological reason why your jaw is tight or tense. And that could be something in the past where you just felt maybe self-conscious about your mouth or your voice or your accent or something like that. But that might be worth discussing with somebody like a voice coach. However, I'd like to give you 5 tips on how to open up your oral cavity and just to find and release that tension in your jaw. Hi, I'm Jimmy Cannon, singer and public speaking coach, nurturing confidence through the power of the voice to deliver your message with presence and authority. So tip number 1, or thought number 1, is that it might be jaw tension that you're suffering with. So I have a video and I thought I could give you a couple of things in this video, but actually I pretty much cover everything in the video here about jaw tension. That's about massaging the jaw, releasing any tension here in the main muscles around the neck and the larynx and the throat and in the jaw, and just to really kind of release that pressure and open up any sort of tension. So check out that video again. Bing, there it is. And just before you watch the next few steps of this one, watch that first, because a lot of it is down to that jaw tension. So let's release that first. Tip number 2 is that it's really an awareness thing, really, and you might be self-conscious about your mouth, about your teeth. You might have buck teeth. You might have something weird about the mouth, or your perception is, or someone's told you that you've got a strange mouth, or particularly wide mouth, or small lips, or whatever it might be. And that's more than likely noticeable to you only and not many other people. So try recording yourself and see actually how wide your mouth is when you talk. The most important thing here is that, yes, you do need to open your mouth, but you actually need to create more space in the oral cavity, because we've got fricatives here that need to articulate your speech. And it's creating more space in the mouth rather than opening the mouth here. So it's more about the inside here rather than opening your lips so much. So it's really finding that flexibility in the articulators. And that brings me on to tip number 3, which is creating more space in the mouth, in the oral cavity. And that's to do with our articulators. Our articulators are the tools in the toolbox that we use to create speech, or the characteristics of speech. And these are our lips, our tongue, our teeth, and our hard palate. And the combination of these and how flexible all these can be together are going to ultimately give you more clearer, more articulated, more pronounced speech. And I have a video on how to make your speech much clearer. Tip number 4 is whispering. Now, whispering is a fantastic way to feel the sensation of the consonants and our vowel shapes when we speak. So practice whispering, practice whispering. Any passage, take an excerpt, could be in your introduction, could be your pitch, could be your presentation, could be anything. Don't do it in real life. You're going to sound a bit silly. But can you see that I'm really having to articulate the consonants and open up the vowel sounds and really move the see the difference? Now, if I use that as I'm speaking, I start bringing sound in from the whisper. Can you see how more articulated that is and more aware I am of the consonant sounds and the vowel shapes? Tip number 5 is to speak or practice speaking a passage very fast, really quickly. To do that, you've really got to put a lot of rhythm and a lot of emphasis on the syllables. So here's an excerpt from a passage called Comma Gets a Cure, and I'm going to do it as fast as I can, and I really want to work the fricatives. Here we go. Ready, and. Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory, so she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square near the Duke Street Tower. So just practice something, can be anything at all. Find something random, find a passage from a book, your presentation. Do it really, really quickly. Do it as fast as you can, and even fall over your words, fall over the syllables and the consonants, and really, really get that working. Get your fricatives working really, really quickly and really effectively. So let's recap. Tip number 1 is your jaw tension. So it could be tension in the jaw that you want to try to release. And again, I have a video on that. Have a look at that. Hope that helps. Tip number 2 is you're probably self-conscious of something about your mouth, your shape of the lips, teeth, something like that has been with you for a long time during your life. So try to overcome that anxiety, if you like, by desensitizing yourself to that, by firstly understanding that it's probably not that noticeable, and also recording yourself so you're more aware of what it actually looks like. Tip number 3 is creating more space in the oral cavity. Again, that really, really working the fricatives. And there's a video on that as well. Tip number 4 is whispering. So try everything really, really clearly and really pronounce everything you can, including the consonants and the vowel shapes. And tip number 5 is to really work those muscles, speak really quickly, accent everything, emphasize everything, really work everything, get everything, all the syllables, and pronounce everything as quickly as you can. Practice that. Make sure you engage the abdominal muscles as you're doing that. Speak soon.